All right, welcome back to the channel. Double A Have. Please like, share, subscribe if you're digging material. So I'm gonna try to make this one quick. I was just watching this video about Umar. Obviously, Umar is going on and on again, as he usually does. But I want to address something real fast. I've been noticing there's a whole lot of Umar fanboys and fangirls that be trying to come at me on social media and on YouTube and in real life. He got a lot of fanboys and girls out there. The girls, whatever. It is what it is with them. I don't really give a damn any which way. But the dudes, that's what's really actually, surprising and shocking me more. How these niggas is real straight fanboys for this dude. And you got and not only that, like you want to be a fanboy, knock your fucking self out. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be a fan of any man, but if you're already down that track, then you know what, whatever, man. I'm just gonna write you off, But anyway, but to be a fanboy for Umar, it's like, bruh, the nigga is a scammer. He's on Brother Polite level type scammer. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can anyone advocate for this dude after he took all this people money with nothing to show for it, man? You know what I'm saying? And like I know I make videos about Umar. Well, not even so much about Umar. I use Umar a lot as a backdrop, so that way I can create content regarding it, because I know a lot of people like Umar. He's polarizing like that, and it's cool. Like, again, Umar's a very knowledgeable dude, so you do stand to gain from listening to him speak. I'm not knocking him in my video. I'm not like trying to, pull the brother down, but you would have thought that I was, the way some of these people try to come at me. It's obvious that they're either A, not listening to the videos or watching them, or B, their fanboyism is just blinding them, and they just, any ill word about Umar, and they're just going to respond that way. And I've made videos about that before, about how our people just are super emotional and respond emotionally to things that they shouldn't, and it blinds them and restricts them from being as objective as possible. So obviously that's a big issue. I speak about it all the goddamn time. But yeah, excuse me, Umar, in this video, again, I'm not super rough on him, and I'm not out here doing this video like as an apology video, because that's far from the fucking case. I'm just trying to draw the distinctions between actually digging into this nigga, no homo, and actually what I'm doing, because I could literally go in on Umar if I really wanted to. If I really, really wanted to, I could go in. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you think what I've been doing is going in, nah, that's not going in. But I don't want to go in on Umar. I'm not trying to go in on any one of us for the most part. And this nigga's a scammer. You know what I'm saying? If anyone should be going in on or like, get dragged through the mud, it should be this nigga. Because like I said, he scammed people, man. He took people's money and got nothing to show for it. No receipts, no nothing. Every time I see this nigga, he fucking either in a hotel, in a car, outside, and he's always in a different fucking city. Now, I get it. He does speaking engagements all over. But nigga, how the fuck you doing speaking engagements all over and you building a school? Like, which one is it? You know what I'm saying? Which one is it? Now, it's my personal belief that school will never, ever be built or opened under Umar Johnson. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that someone else might, open it one day or whatever, but no, I do not see this man ever opening that damn school. If he does, he fucking does. But, I'm not going to be out here, waiting like the second coming of fucking Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not that, not me. And I hope none of y'all niggas on here either. But, I just wanted to get that out there real fast. I don't go in on Umar at all. I could and I don't. And for y'all fanboys out there, look, man, keep that shit the fuck off my channel, all right? This ain't a fanboy channel, so please, I don't want to hear that fanboy nonsense about Umar. I don't want to hear it about Damian Lillard, because I did a video about him, and then y'all was coming out the woodwork with that too. I don't want to hear none of that about none of these niggas, man. Look, you want to have your opinion, you know what I'm saying, about certain things, that's fine. Come share your opinion. But when you want to get all emotional and start fucking clickety-clacking like a goddamn bitch on my channel, Nah, man, just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Save your words, because if not, I'm gonna handle y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna handle y'all the way a real man's supposed to handle the trash, and I'm gonna take y'all niggas the fuck out. Period. You know what I'm saying? So let me get to this video. This video, he's gonna be talking about the Pan African shit. And I'm just going to pretty much reiterate to all y'all what my issue is with the Pan-African movement. Now, mind you, I have literally read all the volumes of the philosophies and speeches of Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey is, in my eyes, is literally at the top of the list of important, quote unquote, black men in the modern era. Like he accomplished a lot, especially in that time, to be a quote unquote black man. Now, I'm not sure if he was able to do that because he was Jamaican born, and if a native to America would have been able to pull the same off. I don't know. I don't know. I would have to do way more research on that. But that is a thought that has passed through my mind. But regardless, he has done he did do a lot back in those days. If you don't know anything about Marcus Garvey, I'm not even going to sit here and try to tell you some of the stuff that he has done or that he did in his life, because it's just, do yourself a service and pick up a book and read it, or watch one of the many documentaries about him, and then you'll just see, what kind of person he was and stuff like that. So anyway, Marcus Garvey is known as the father of Pan-Africanism to many, i.e. he's the first person to start saying like, all black people need to unite on the planet and, go back to Africa. That was Marcus Garvey's like big thing, bringing all of us back to Africa. Now he wasn't the first person to have that idea. There are actually people before him, and I apologize, I can't remember their names at the moment. But again, if do your research, on that. I'm giving you information so that way you can continue to do research. I'm not out here to be the full stop end on your journey with whatever information that you're looking for. Like, oh, I listened to a video from AAF today, so now I'm gold. I'm good. Like, no. You have to continue on learning. All right, I'm just giving you a little taste. But it's up to you, to actually fully, grant yourself that knowledge. But anyway, so yeah, there were people before Marcus Garvey that was, quote unquote Pan-Africanist, or had ideas of Pan-Africanism. He's just the most popular because he actually bought a boat, and created his own shipping line. It was called the Black Star Line, and he had several boats. Now, none of the boats actually went to Africa. They were, doing different trips and stuff like that, and then there was a whole mess with that, and that's actually one of the part of his demise, his boats and stuff like that. But again, you're gonna have to look all that up on your own. But and that's why you can see him wearing this garb. That's Marcus Garvey in the middle. He's wearing the garb, and that's like the uniforms that they used to wear. People in the UNIA, which is the United Negro. I forget what the I is for. Anyway, look it up. The name of Marcus Garvey's group is the UNIA. It's still around today. It's actually led by a freaking woman. Last time I checked. And that's just crazy to me, crazy to me that is the case. None against women, but they're not leaders, and they shouldn't be leading. Look at the black community. You know what I'm saying? Like just full stop right there. Look at the black community. But anyway, the guy on the right is the guy from Black Panther. He played one of the tribe's leaders, and he's actually going to be playing Marcus Garvey in a movie coming up on Marcus Garvey. So that's why Umar is doing this video, and then he starts going into that Pan-African stuff. So I'm going to let him talk, and then I'm going to say what I have to say.
By nature, it is all for one and one for all. It is liberate everybody or liberate nobody. That's right. Blend all African people into one healthy family. I said we want to bring and blend all Africans together. The Africans of Puerto Rico with the Africans of Haiti, the Africans of Haiti with the Africans of Brazil, the Africans of Brazil with the Africans of Colombia, the Africans of Colombia with the Africans of Mexico, the Africans of Mexico with the Africans of Texas, the Africans of Texas with the Africans of Mississippi and the Africans of California, and the Africans of Detroit and Chicago and Philadelphia and DC and Baltimore and Little Rock and Des Moines, Iowa and Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And we want to blend them with the Africans of Montreal and the Africans of Quebec and the Africans of Toronto and the Africans of Birmingham and London and Luton and Wolverhampton and Manchester and the Africans of Ireland and the Africans of Paris and the Africans of Austria and the Africans of Germany and the Africans of the Congo and Lesotho and Liberia and Ghana and Togo and Benin and Eritrea and Somalia and Malawi and Ethiopia.
All right, so we get the fucking gist, right? Damn, this nigga, bro. I swear he keeps it interesting. But look, this is my point with all of that. Well, first and foremost, he could have saved his breath and said, all quote unquote black people across the globe, and he could have saved a whole lot of time because this nigga's still going on. But anyway, my issue with that is it's too idealistic, and I guess that's pretty much what the Pan-African movement is. It's just like an ideology and something that cannot be put into action. Because, look, he himself said it. He's going to unite all these people, all these different locations, locales, and whatever, right? He said that. I heard him say major cities in the U.S. I heard him say Ethiopia. I heard him say, countries out in Africa like Liberia. I heard him say Paris. I heard him say Toronto, Quebec. So he literally named a lot of different places, right? So let's just look at it from this perspective. We're going to unite all these different quote-unquote Africans across the motherfucking globe, right? All right, so let's just start, because he said Detroit. Let's just start in Detroit. We can't unite the Africans in Detroit. The so-called quote-unquote Africans. We cannot unite them in Detroit. The niggas that are already in Detroit, we cannot unite them. These niggas out there killing themselves like it's the Wild Wild West. And I know. I literally was just in Detroit a few months ago, which is crazy. Detroit is an open carry state. These niggas got them things out there like out in the open. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Brooklyn where, niggas might have a strap. Most times niggas do got the strap. You know what I'm saying? Or they got the strap in the whip. The strap be around, but you don't ever see it. You know what I'm saying? Until that shit go off. And then for some niggas, it'd be too late. But out in the D, man, please. They ain't hiding they shit. You know what I'm saying? It's out in plain sight. And them niggas get it popping, just that easy out there too. So we can't unite them niggas. Nigga, fuck it. Talk about where I'm from. In Brooklyn, nigga. You can't even unite Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? There's parts of Brooklyn that you just can't go to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't go down like that, man. It really don't. It don't go down like that. You can't just be walking all around Brooklyn. Like, what the fuck is you? You know what I'm saying? And that's just one borough, nigga. There's 5. So, all right, let's take it across. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about Canada, so I'm just gonna leave them niggas alone. But what about in Africa? You know what I'm saying? What about, he said Liberia. Nigga, they've been fighting in Liberia for years, hundreds of years they've been fighting in Liberia. You know what I'm saying? They literally been fighting. Once they brought the quote-unquote African Americans from here over to Liberia on the first boats that were actually like taking African slaves and former slaves over to Africa, because a lot of y'all don't know that they actually did that shit, and the country of Liberia was formed. And the other country, because the UK did it too, and I think their country that they did it in was Sierra Leone. I think the Ivory Coast. It was the Ivory Coast, I think, that the British did with their slaves. So the U.S. had Liberia, and the Great Britain had the Ivory Coast. I believe it was Ivory Coast. If I'm wrong on that, correct me. But again, y'all should be looking this stuff up anyway. Don't just take my word for it. So both these imperial powers started these different like colonies on this idea of actually like bringing the African American slaves to Africa, because that's what people were saying they wanted. But yo, literally in Liberia, from then on till today, they've been having fights about, who's better or not, because the African slaves that came over started to implement like a casting system, kind of like you have in India and kind of like you have over here, where it's like, oh well, you have these features, so you are, looked down upon, and we have these features, so we are superior to you. And a lot of those features were obviously taken from the Europeans. So like if you had European features, then you were seen as better than the Africans that were already there in Liberia. And again, they've been fighting for hundreds of years over that shit. Still are to this day. I went to a party. My man's is a Nigerian dude, and he got invited to some party, an African party. And he invited me, and I was like, all right, fuck it, I ain't doing shit, I'll go. And it was interesting, I'll tell you that, because it was literally like an African party. It was like the United Nations just of Africa. They had Ghanaians there, Nigerians there, Liberians there. Uh, I forget where these other people was from, but there was obviously everyone was from Africa, continental Africa, and then there was me, I'm not. But we were all having discussion towards like the later end of the night, and then the Liberian chick started talking, and yo, she has a lot of resentment toward me, and she was just saying that how it is in her country because of the African Americans, and at that point I had already knew a little bit about it, but obviously she's giving me firsthand testimonials from her and her family. So I was like, wow, that's fucking crazy. But like like it ain't like it's like she was just coming kind of crazy, and I don't want to get too much into that. But yeah. So I say all this to say, you're gonna unite all these people across the fucking globe, bro. No, you can't even unite the niggas in the same city, the same country, the same town, the same block. All right, you can't even unite these niggas. So how the hell are you gonna unite them all? So that's my issue with it. That's one of my issues with it. It's too idealistic. You cannot unite all these motherfucking people. All right, you can't. It's just not gonna happen. Number two, to say that everyone across the globe is quote unquote African is lazy, because there were Aboriginals all over the fucking globe. There are Aboriginals in America that looked like what you would consider black. There are Aboriginals in the country of Tasmania, and they were wiped out and going extinct because of freaking European colonization. There are also Aboriginals in Australia to this day who are fucking black. There are Aboriginals all over the fucking globe. Now, if we want to say, okay, they all are African because all life began in Africa, then all right, I'm cool with that, because yeah, that's true. All human life stems back from Africa. But with that being said, obviously, that means the quote unquote white man can trace his lineage all the way back to Africa as well, because that's where the human race began. Now, obviously, we have people, about the different Homo species, like obviously Homo sapien, Homo erectus, and the what's the fucking niggas called? Oh, the Neanderthals. So, supposedly, if you go by evolution, we started out with one race that came from Africa, and then, started going to different places and evolved, and then took on different characteristics in different areas. Now, if you're of the mindset that that's not the case, and people were just born in different places, and that's why they're different, and, we are literally not the same. Like for instance, quote unquote Caucasians have a percentage of Neanderthal DNA within them, and sub-Saharan African people do not have any Neanderthal DNA in them. So that tells you already that yes, we are not the same. But so it depends on literally what school of thought you come from. But either which way, if you come from the latter, then then that means that everyone isn't from Africa and isn't the same, right? And then if you use the former, which is the first one that I said, then that means that you have to include the quote unquote white man to some degree. So that's why I have issue with it. Now, if anyone's listening to this video and they have the answer or a better perspective for me to view it, then obviously I'm all ears. But as it stands, no, that's my stance, and I don't see any reason to change it. But obviously, I'm open to different views and perspectives on that. But yeah, pretty much that's it on this video. He I thought it was pretty comical how he just wanted to, the Africans of Tanzania, the Africans of Wisconsin, the Africans of just going on and going on. Like, damn, nigga, like, yo, you out and like, where the fuck are you? Every time I see him outside, it's always like some desolate area. I don't see nobody else around this thing, man. Like, I mean, I guess she needs to be careful because she did scare a lot of people. So you never know when niggas can fucking just come pop up on him, and that's probably why he always have his phone on him like that, so he could see in front of him and behind him. There's probably a method to this nigga's madness. But let's see what else he got to say. That I'm gonna end this video.
In Kenya, in Congo, and all points in between, in the Africans of the South Pacific, all Africans are one family, brothers and sisters. Support historically black colleges and universities.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it on that. But yeah, that's my issue with the whole Pan-African movement, and I've said that several times. But it is what it is, There was a point in time where I did subscribe to that, obviously, being heavy into Marcus Garvey. But when I was a child, I did childish things. So I don't subscribe to that anymore. And I'm not knocking people that do subscribe to it because, they still might be in that mode of thought or, whatever, or that place in their life where they see things from a certain perspective. And that's fine, But yeah, overall, no, it's just more just like an ideology, an overly idealistic ideology. But that's it. Peace.